Okay, hello guys. I welcome you again to the continuation of reading technical article which CPD published on April the 1st, 2018, written by Stuart Kerr, and along with the multiple choice questions. The topic is Get the Measure of Online Financials. And in the latest in our series of All You Needed to Know But Were Too Afraid to Ask, Stuart Kerr offers guidance on monitoring e-commerce financials and performance. Implementing a conversion rate or a skyrocketing bounce rate could mean there is a technical problem with your website. Studying this technical article and answering the related questions can count towards a verified CPD if you are following the unit route to CPD and the content is relevant to your learning and development needs. 1 hour of learning equates to 1 unit of CPD. We suggest that you use this as a guide when allocating yourself CPD units. This article was first published in the April 2018 UK edition of Accounting and Business magazine. Accountants are used to the close monitoring of financial performance related metrics as part of their job. With the digital economy and e-commerce becoming a bigger part of companies' revenue every year, web analytics software lets accountants easily access some metrics that lie just behind the more familiar ones and can help explain what a business is doing right or wrong online. The right data. To start with, it is important to ensure you are looking at the correct numbers. Web analytics packages work by adding a tracking script to each load of a web page. That is, each time a user visits that page and to certain interactive page events such as changing an option on a product. If this script is loaded more than once or not at all or is reported incorrect data, the basis for all your assumptions will be incorrect. You also need to ensure your traffic sources are tagged correctly to be able to calculate return on investment for a paid search advertising campaign versus a social media campaign. For example, you need to be able to correctly identify and split out users and sales from the two sources. If you have any doubts from your data, an e-commerce consultant can relatively easily examine your site and let you know. Okay. Sources are tagged correctly to be able to calculate return on investment for a paid search advertising campaign versus a social media campaign. For example, you need to be able to correctly identify and separate out users and sales from the two sources. Absolutely right. Conversions, it's all about conversion rate, the percentage of website visitors who buy something on the site. Simply put, the conversion rate is the number of sales divided by unique visitors to your website. A high conversion rate is obviously better. Conversion rates vary according to industry and time of year. Even the weather can have an impact, but generally if your web team is doing a good job, you should expect to see this rate improving. If not, questions need to be asked. Note that revenue can still rise even as the conversion rate falls. This happens even when more traffic is coming to the site. However, acquiring more traffic will almost always cost money in some form. Conversion rate is therefore a good overall metric as it measures how effective a website is as a sales tool. More analytics packages will allow you to split out your conversion rate by country, device, desktop, computer, mobile phone, tablet, etc., traffic source, and many other aspects. By doing so, it allows you to identify issues with, say, a particular traffic source that isn't converting as well as others. Attribution. This leads us on to attribution, deciding which traffic source gets credited with the sale. Most analytics packages will default to last touch, whereby 100% of the value of a sale is attributed to the last channel that sent the purchaser to the site. Okay, attribution. This leads us to on attribution, deciding which traffic source gets credited with the sale. Okay, most analytics packages will default to last touch, whereby 100% of the value of a sale is attributed to the last channel that sent the purchaser to the site. Okay, good. In the modern world of online retail, though, things are really that simple. A customer may first arrive at a website through a pay-per-click advert on a search engine, then come back through a post on social media. Okay. Before finally converting after going through a cashback website. Is it right that the whole value of that sale is assigned to the cashback site? Probably not, but it's difficult to tell at precisely which point the customer decided on the purchase. There are several different models and technological solutions to track and attribute value across the entire customer journey. Bounce rates, similar to conversion rate, another metric that can indicate how good a job your website is doing is its bounce rate. This figure tells you the percentage of people who landed on a page of your website but took no further action. They either closed the browser or went back to the search results. While a bounce can sometimes mean that the user found what they were looking for on the page they visited and then went about the rest of their business. In the case of e-commerce, the goal is to turn the visitor into a customer by making a purchase, and that isn't something that will generally happen if they leave the website without any further interaction. Again, while bounce rates vary by industry, traffic source, and so on, as a mark of improvement, you would hope to see the rate decreasing compared with a previous period. That would indicate that your web team is doing a good job in providing your customer with what they are looking for. Yeah, well, obviously, if the bounce rate is decreasing, that means it's a good job. A conversion rate, attribution, and bounce rate are just some of the key metrics reported on in analytics, but there are many more. If your analytics platform is properly configured, it can report on aspects including customer lifetime value, site loading speed, customer demographics, and a great deal more. You had been surprised at the time that one little tag on your website can provide. Okay, if your analytics platform is properly configured, it can report on aspects including customer lifetime value, site loading speed, customer demographics, and a great deal more. You would be surprised at the value that one little tag on your website can provide. Most analytics packages will also let you set up alerts to automatically notify you should your conversion rate plummet or your bounce rate skyrocket. Most analytical packages will also let you set up alerts to automatically notify you should your conversion rates plummet or your bounce rate skyrocket. Something that could, for example, mean there is a technical problem with your website, where IT and technical teams should be keeping an eye on these things. Often this is not the case. Digital analytics is a growing field, and many large organizations now have whole teams to monitor the metrics that the site generates. But when looking at revenue and return on investment, digging below the surface can really help to explain the overall online financials. Stuart Kerr is managing director of High Point Digital. So this is all about this article, which is a good one with plenty of metrics being defined and a bit explained as well. And while deciding about the website performance and the team performance, these metrics are very helpful, and obviously it will be more fruitful when we're going to dig deep and get the relevant results from but obviously it is just a metric of the performance for the online finance, especially the performance for the online sales and the tracking of the sales, all the stuff that is related to the digital online marketing or the digital marketing and the related financials as well. So I hope that you get what is expected from this relevant article. I may come across with a different article with a different theme altogether for the channel. So keep watching. Thank you very much. Take care and have a nice day.